Hello friends, today our topic is voucher of capital investment. So first we have to know about what is voucher. Voucher is a document that serves as a proof of a financial transaction or it may be said as documentary evidence. The next question arises, what is capital investment? Capital investment. Capital investment is a non-recurring investment or it is invested for more than a year. So, capital investment in business refers to the investment of funds or resources in long-term assets because long-term assets is not for a year, it's more than for a year that are expected to generate income or profit for a business. Let us discuss about what is long-term asset. Long-term assets refers to the resources owned by the company that are expected to provide economic benefits. Economic benefits means financial benefits or maybe profit for more than 1 year or more than one operating cycle. One operating cycle means business cycle. When you purchase raw material, convert it into finished goods, packed it, advertised it, and sold to the buyer in exchange of money, that is known as one operating cycle or one business cycle. Example of long-term assets that are used for more than 1 year are land and building, plant and machineries, patents, copyrights, motor vehicle, etc. Let's proceed about what type of document is required for vouching of long-term assets, that is land and building. What type of vouchers or documents are required for verification of land and building transaction during audit we are going to discuss now. Several documents may be required to support the transactions that is recorded in company's book are the first document is title deed. What is title deed? This document confirms who is the current legal owner of the land and provides a history of all the transactions related to that land. In India, the registration of property transaction is mandatory under the Registration Act 1908 and Index 2 is the document that is issued under this act. Index 2 contains important details about the property transactions such as name of the parties involved in the transaction, date of the transactions, the property location, size, all these things are included in Index 2. Next document is property agreement document. This document outlines the terms of the sale, including the sale price, payment terms, and other conditions of the sale. Next one is land lease agreement. This document outlines the terms of the lease, including the rent, duration of lease, and other condition of the lease. Next one is broker bill. A broker bill is a document that is issued by the broker or agent to their client for service rendered. It contains the name and contact information of the broker, the name and the contact information of the client, the date of the transaction or services, a description of the services or transaction, the amount charged for the services. Next document is auction sale certificate. An auction sale certificate is a legal document that is issued to the higher bidder in the public auction of property. When your property is sold in the auction, who is the higher bidder, that name is mentioned on that document. It serves as a proof for the sale and transfer of ownership of the property
from the seller to the buyer. Name and contact information of a buyer and seller all is mentioned there. Description of property being sold, including its location, the selling price of the property, all this information is mentioned on that document. Next one is certificate of completion given by the architect, that is known as architect certificate. An architect certificate is a document issued by the licensed architect that verify the quality and completion of construction project. It serves as a proof that the work has been completed in accordance with the plan, specification and applicable building codes.
Next is construction contract agreement. It is a legal document that outlines the terms and conditions of a construction project between the owner of the property and contractor. Next document is building permit document. This is also important. This document shows that the building was constructed according to the local building regulation and all the necessary permits were obtained.
In the case of construction, the document of these expenses is also required for verification. The expenses are material purchased, wages, cartage, electricity, etc. All the expenses of these types has been capitalized.